what's up, everyone? This is Spilling the Frijoles. My name is Jairo.
And I'm Brian.
And we are
The Mexican Ways.
It's too bad we're missing Angie and Jessica today. They're busy.
No girls. They're busy, man. They're busy girls.
Yeah. So
it's all good, though. We'll figure it out, guys. I know you guys like them on here, so we do, too. It gives a different perspective on everything. And we're working something out. Yeah. You guys will see.
Yeah, if not, we can have Fabian wear a wig and he can do it. What do you think? What do you think, Fabian?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah,
I know you're down. You're down, dog.
All right. Well, I'm a little aguitado right now.
Why?
I just Dodgers. What's up?
I know.
Like I hope that the next time we do this podcast episode, that the next one will be like, yeah, Dodgers in the I don't want to say finals because I get in trouble when I say.
Are they playing every day
in the World Series? Huh?
They're playing every day.
Yeah, every day.
So then we'll know today.
We'll know by Sunday if it's over.
For sure.
Literally.
I mean, we'll know today too.
And we'll know today if they lose. Yeah. Well, hopefully they win. Hopefully we come back next podcast and we're like, Dodgers in the World Series, let's go.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's why I'm a little aguitado. I'm happy the Lakers, got their championship. So.
Hell yeah.
Happy for
Let's go Lakers all day.
10 years, dog.
Lakers, homie. Lakers all day. All day Lakers. Fuck LeBron, homie.
Damn. That's straight up right there. He even said the F word on LeBron.
What if they put his jersey on in the
If they gave me a signed jersey by him, I would decline it.
They actually hang his jersey.
Oh, fool, they better not, fool.
What if he gets like 3 rings? You don't think they'll hang his shit?
The only place his jersey should hang is in Ohio.
Damn.
With the Cavs. Yeah. Where he's from. That's it.
They're hanging a jersey, homie. Get ready. He's going to be getting 3
I would literally, if they gave me a framed jersey of him signed by him, I would say, Heido, take it. I don't want to see this here in the office.
If LeBron James stays for, let's just say, 3 more seasons and he gets 3 more rings, he takes the record, dog, and he's going to be known as the best NBA player of all time.
Trash.
And that's it. And your little kids, as they're growing up, I want to be like LeBron James.
He can't. He's not going to be a LeBron James fan. I guarantee it because I'm raising him, and I'm going to raise him to be a LeBron hater. That's what's up.
Oh,
that's what's up.
That's too crazy. You're crazy, bro. You're crazy. All right, guys. Today's episode is going to be about questions from our followers.
From you guys.
Yes.
We have a lot of questions from you guys. Some of you guys submitted them. We did stories. We have them right here. And we just have, questions that you guys submitted to us that are real deep, Heido.
Some are deep. Some really deep.
Some I kind of haven't even thought about, but I'll give you guys the best advice I can give. We'll try, right?
Yeah, we'll try. Like I said, we don't have no degrees in this shit, but I think we have smartness, dog. We have experience.
Yeah, a little bit. And from our parents too,
Yeah, just from growing up. I think we can give good advice. I don't think we give bad advice like we did that one episode that one time.
Bad advice?
Bad advice.
No, I think we do. I think honestly, it depends. I think. Or me, speaking for myself, I think I give good advice.
Or some people might just look at us and be like, you guys are stupid as shit.
Pendejo. Seriously.
But we don't give a fuck because this is Spilling the Frijoles and we talk what we feel and what we think. So let's do this to Spilling the News now. Here we go.
What you got?
Let's actually start off with, did you hear about Cristiano Ronaldo getting COVID?
Yeah.
COVID-19.
Hey, that fool was being so careful too. He was in his own island and everything, right? When it all started?
Supposedly, yeah, that's what I heard. But it's funny because now,
but who wouldn't want to catch Ronaldo, right?
Main people, huh?
I know it got Zlatan.
Uh-huh.
Remember that one? That one was funny.
The whole big one, though, we never talked about it, was Trump.
Yeah,
Trump. How do you guys feel about that?
That was fake news for sure. He used that because now supposedly his son has it and he's good.
So why is he doing? Why do you consider that fake news?
Because he's using it to his advantage. Yeah, he's saying look, I beat it. It's nothing. But it's you're getting the best healthcare in the world. You're in America. First of all, I think we have some of the best doctors in the world, right?
Okay.
That being said, when you're the president, you're the most important person in the world. So Correct. Of course you're gonna get the best care, right? Yeah.
Do you think when he went to I know he went to the hospital. No, he went to one of the hospitals. Yeah, he had to quarantine himself, right?
Yeah.
Do you think all this bunch of security is around him, or now they're away from him since he's it's COVID?
That's funny.
That's a good one.
6 feet, stay 6 feet.
I think he still has to be protected. Dude, those presidents, they're badasses, bro. They get protected like crazy.
Yeah, I think they're still in the room.
Do they check everything the doctor's doing? The doctor's watching.
Yeah. I think, look, you're supposed to take a shot for the president, right?
Like a tequila shot?
Why? Well, like a shot, like a bullet.
Bullet.
You take a bullet for the president, right? So I mean, I think you're in the same room with him,
I see what
and
you're
you
saying.
better be ready to catch COVID.
Do you write that? Do they like sign for that? Like you have to kill your.
Oh, that I don't know.
Your life is more important than the president.
I'm sure. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Some kind of an oath.
Yeah,
You know,
an oath,
maybe like
like I
the
swear.
book one. Yeah,
That's
protect-
crazy.
to protect the
nuts.
president by all means and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of
And do
dope.
you get fired? Like if you tried and you miss and they hit the president in the leg, do you get fired?
I don't know. Do you get fired? No, like more legit. Do you get fired if you fucking bitched out?
Oh, like you bitch out, like oh
Yeah,
fuck this, and you
yeah,
just
you just bounce.
And the president's like, oh shit, no one's
I'm
covering
sure they
up.
do. Yeah.
You'd get
Probably, huh?
fired, right?
Yeah,
That's like.
I would think so.
Do you think you'd get tried? Like they'd arrest you? Wouldn't that be like treason?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Do all these guys have like crazy training and fighting too?
Yeah, they're Navy SEAls.
Oh yeah. So
They're most of them are Navy SEAL guys, like
Yeah.
veterans and shit like that.
So I'm curious, how much do you think they make a year?
I
You
don't
think
know.
over 100K?
That's a good question. I can look it up for us.
Look it up while we go to the next little news for the day.
Actually, before we go to the next news, did you see the video when he came back, Trump?
Yeah, he took off his mask, right, or something like that.
Yeah, well, I don't
understand.
know. It's like a very like he comes with the helicopter and like it's just very dramatic, and then he just comes back to the White House, and that's how it ends. He's just waving.
Oh,
Did
you're
you
like-
see? You didn't see that video?
No, I didn't.
I just thought that video was kind of weird.
He came out like ham, like everything.
No, he was just very calm. Like it's just very dramatic. Like a helicopter comes down, and then he walks out, and then he's walking towards the White House, and then he just while he's at the White House, he looks towards like I guess like it's not even a crowd. He just looks towards the camera and he just
Yeah.
waves and shit, and that's it.
Interesting.
That's
Pretty
funny.
much saying he's back.
Wow, fool! They don't make that much money. It says 45,000
Nah.
entry level Secret Service agent.
To protect the president?
44,000.
Fuck. That sucks.
That's what I say. Yeah,
That's crazy, bro.
that's kind of
Well,
crazy.
I'm pretty sure it's
Kinda
probably
crazy.
that plus like
So much
if he
shit.
goes to events.
It's the
you-
oldest federal law government
So
agency.
this is what I think. I think this is what it is. It's like, all right, so you get paid this base salary when he's at the White House and you're there all the time, right?
Mhm.
And then I feel like maybe now, oh, he has like a special event he has to go to, and then you get like a little bonus for that or something. I'm pretty sure. Like,
Nah, I don't know.
all the traveling, and I bet you like there's incentives.
How do you guys feel about the whole like him getting COVID and he comes back and he says like it's a piece of cake? Like, look, I beat it. We can all beat this. Do you think it's disrespectful to the people that did lose someone to COVID?
Mm,
That's what a lot of
interesting.
people are saying.
I see what he's saying. I mean, I just don't know how to answer that question.
Well, you lost someone to COVID.
Yeah, I know.
Like, do you
that's what I'm
think he's a
saying.
piece of shit for saying that? Oh, this fucking virus is fake.
So the way I see it is like he's lucky. He's probably has like good lungs and all that stuff. So he just got lucky. He's one of the lucky ones that can survive that stuff.
Well, that's a good survival rate, doesn't it? Like
Yeah, well, I don't think he has any other problems. That's the thing.
8 million catch it, and like I forget
Like
the
I said,
number.
this guy has what billions of dollars.
Mhm.
So what do you think? He's always gonna have the best healthcare. Look at
Yeah.
Tom Hanks. Same thing.
But I think like if you catch it, you'd be fine too.
yeah, of course, maybe because I'm younger and everything. But who knows? I don't even know if I'm good in the inside. Now I
Yeah.
gotta go to take a physical. I'm scared.
I'm
I don't
scared,
know.
dog.
I
Alright.
did.
Let's go to the next news.
What do we have?
Michigan to ban open carry of firearms at the voting
Mm.
locations. So I don't know if you guys heard about this, but in Michigan, you're allowed to carry a weapon around in public.
So now they're gonna ban
You
that.
can
So they're just batting out in
just at the voting
locations.
places.
Yeah, the voting polls.
Why? That's weird.
I wonder if they've done that before, or is it just this election that they're doing
That's a
it?
good question.
Why did they ban it in voting polls? 'Cause
Why?
Just in case like someone sees you're voting for the other person.
Well, people are loud. Fool.
Yeah,
the Trump
well, especially
voters
the
are.
Trump voters.
Yeah, they're getting loud now.
Yeah.
And then what I don't get, it's like, like I don't support Trump, but like if I see someone, and we used to see it, okay, when we go like to the NASCAR races, it's like that. Why do you have to like want to fight them? I don't get that. I don't get that. Like someone supporting Trump, or unless they're saying like crazy racist remarks, obviously then I get the retaliation. But if they're just there waving the Trump flag or saying vote for Trump, it's like, why are all those people getting so mad and wanting to beat these fools up? I noticed that. I'm sorry, but I noticed that it's more that way than the other way.
Mm.
Do you get what I'm saying by that?
Yeah.
Actually, I have seen videos though the other way.
I
around,
have
too.
seen videos too. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but I see more of the other way. I see more of the fucking the Democratic, the Biden guys, I guess you can
Mhm.
call them, whatever, like doing shit to the Trump fools. like getting mad.
Has this happened before with like
Other presidential
other
debates?
presidential?
I don't think so, bro.
I don't remember this as much as the way it is now.
That's why Trump is a piece of shit, fool, because he kind of like put racism back on the map. Like, and that's why it's whack. But I just still don't get why people retaliate. Like, if someone supports fucking Trump, okay, just ignore it and go vote.
Maybe because if you support Trump, you automatically in their minds
label you as
a
racist. That's sad days, fool.
Oh.
Seriously, sad days that a person can like reflect racism.
Yeah.
You know?
And then that's why they wanna.
Which I get.
Kick your ass.
But yeah, it's like, if someone like if there was a guy, I mean, I've been in the room. We've been in the room with Trump supporters, and it's like, for the most part, they're cool people. You know, I know they're not racist, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think it's fucking crazy.
I think it sucks.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So that's why I guess they're fucking banning the guns, because those fools probably come loud
So
with
when
their
they say
trucks and shit.
when they say banning the guns, though, like what? Like, are they checking every person if they have a gun?
Maybe metal detectors, or probably have a lot of
Probably, yeah.
police in those areas too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for spilling the news.
All right.
Fuck.
I feel like these news are like overwhelming, dog.
Sometimes
I
like,
always end it with the overwhelming one, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
it's been-
tell.
it's been like this since what, like fucking like April-ish, right?
Since George Floyd.
Yeah.
It's just been like bad news everywhere.
It's
Seriously.
like we're watching news at my parents' house, fool. I don't like when my parents watch news at the house, dog, because it's every day. Oh, una niña se murió. Drunk driver hits this. It's always like shit that, scares our parents. I'm like,
Yes.
dude, like you're putting that kind of energy in the house and you're thinking negative.
That's why I don't watch the news that much, man. I try. I
I
feel
like to read.
It's like depressing to me.
It's those news, like the Mexican news. Yes, it could be depressing, fool.
Yeah.
And it's funny, fool. You look at those news, like, because when I'm at my parents' house, my dad always has the news. Fool, they're so fucking biased. Like they're so like they already made a decision. Like, oh, this is the way we're going. Like, oh, Trump said this and that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, like, fuck, like you guys are watching this, like, wow, that's like. And I try to tell him like, keep your mind open. Like, look, there's this kind of shit. There's this shit. And I show him, because I read, and then show him like on
Yeah.
the phone, and I'm just like, damn, like they really let you choose. Like they choose, and then they just
choose
instill it in the viewer.
They choose what they want to attack, what they want you to
Yeah.
really see.
Because I think they pay, fool. Like the fools pay. Like people pay. Like, oh, put this on your news and say it like this.
Well, that's what's more entertaining. The
También.
way they see the way the news media sees their thing is like, hey, are we gonna get more views from someone that's like protesting all nice and friendly and everything? I'll switch the channel.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna get news from like, oh my god,
Car chase.
Yeah, you're gonna want to
Yeah.
watch it. I'm real. I'm one of those. I'm guilty. I'm one of those people that be like, oh, what's gonna happen? Is he gonna
Yeah.
come out? Like all the other car chases we've seen are like, is he gonna run? How are they gonna tackle him? All that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I get that. I just think the sad part, like, I don't like that my parents watch. Like, I get that because I'm the same way. Like, car chases are sometimes kind of cool. But like just seeing like fucking sad shit, dude. Like, oh, this little girl got
Little
ran over
girl,
by a
yeah.
drunk driver. It's like, fool, like, don't put that shit into your life. Like, that stuff does happen and it's sad days, fool, And when we see it in the GoFundMe, we try to help, But and those, I get those news, but when they just say it and they don't even put like a link, like, oh, for GoFundMe, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? They just saw this and it could be traumatic to people, It's crazy.
It sucks. It really
Yeah.
sucks. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna go take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about the questions that our followers gave us.
Yeah, let's go.
Be ready.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in to Spilling the Frijoles today. Just want to give a big thanks to all of you guys. Hey, if you guys haven't seen the visuals of this podcast, don't forget you can always watch it on YouTube. Also, you can hear our podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, Google Play, iHeartRadio, all that good stuff, guys.
And also, don't forget to follow us on our platforms. We are on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, you name it. We're there at MexicanGueys.
Y no se les olvide that we have our website, MexicanWays.net, where you can get all this information, and we have our merchandise también. If you guys want una camiseta or whatever you guys want, it's all in there, guys. Thank you guys. Like always, feel free to message us. Feel free to do whatever, guys. We're here for you guys.
And like Brian said, guys, thank you for the love and support. And now, let's get back to spilling the frijoles. And we're back.
Let's go.
Let's do this. All right, let's just jump
Yo, we have
into.
some crazy
Are we
questions.
gonna
Though.
jump? Are we gonna jump into? I know there was like a couple of stressful questions that you talked about. So are we gonna jump in right away to some stressful questions, or are we gonna go a
Well,
little
let's
bit?
do. I guess I did split up the questions. I split them up to like the hardness of them, and some like that it's even hard for us to answer because we've never been through that.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's more like advice. They're tough questions. You'll
All right,
see,
let's.
and you guys know what I'm talking about. But they're good to talk about because you never know, and it's good to talk about. I feel like.
Okay, let's give a shout out to these people as
For sure,
we're
for
getting
sure.
into
So
this.
let's go
Thank you
to some
guys
of
for this.
the yeah, thank you guys for sure and I hope this helps you guys. Let's go to some of the ones that we've been asked before. Heido. It's this one from Paulo Gonzalez 52. Uh, what was the origin? What was the origin of y'all's names?
What was the origin of
Like, how did you?
y'all's
Yeah, like
name?
how did your name come about? Like, who thought of your name?
Mexican ways or my name
I think
Jairo?
he's talking about Mexican ways. Yeah, Mexican ways.
All right, so to specify on how the name Mexican ways was, I guess, frowned upon. I have to give credit in two different ways, I guess, in this one.
Hmm.
Uh, obviously, I was looking for a page to think about, like, all right, Latinos, I'm Mexican. I want to keep it kind of related to what we're about.
So IG came out, and
Spanglish.
you wanted to create a page.
Well, no, IG came out before that. Videos came out for IG, and I wanted to create a page.
But you had the page already, and I wasn't part of it. So
No,
what
but
made
I,
you want
I
to?
only had the page already when videos came out.
That's when you had Mexican Ways.
Yes, when the videos
Didn't you
came
have it
out.
with pictures only?
No, never.
Oh shit.
It was with videos,
Okay.
from what I remember. I think videos came out in 2013, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were in the beginning, we were in Vine.
Okay.
That's because it was only videos.
Right.
No 6-second videos.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Yeah, so we did it in Vine, and it wasn't working that well. And once it came to Instagram, then we started doing the 15-second videos. But as far as the name goes, that way I answer that question. I was thinking, like, at one point I was thinking Mexican are us, uh, Mexican problemas, but that was already taken. Mexican problems. I was like, And then I guess my sister was like, "Well, why don't you do like Mexican way?" Or I said Mexican ways, like WAYS.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Why don't you do Mexican ways with GUEYS come away?" You know.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when I have to give credit to my sister. Supposedly she thought about that last part, but
And the rest
it
is
was
history.
it was already there. But yeah, and after that, his page was up and going. But you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think you're right because
Yeah, I
think
thought it was a
pictures
meme
only.
page
It
at
was
first, right?
it was a meme
It's
page
kind of
at
like a
first,
meme
yeah.
page.
Yeah, so now I remember that
Because what I remember is I remember you like I think it was Christmas and I do remember this day. I remember it was like Christmas or something, and then you're like being very secretive. You're like, "Hey, fool, I want to show you something, but like, don't say shit." And I was very like, "What the fuck? What's this fool gonna show me?"
Yeah.
And then he like I'm in his room, like he literally took me away from everyone, and we're in the room, and he's like, "Look, fool, look at this page I have." And at that time, I think he had like 8,000 followers, right?
It was like 8,000.
Like 8,000. And I was like, "Oh, this is you?" Like he's like, "Yeah, it's like my page." And he started telling me his idea. Like I want to like, later hopefully like me and you come out in it and shit. Like cuz I like what you're doing with your Braulio character on Vine. And I was like, "Oh, fuck." I just remember like I was like, "Yeah, well, whenever you're like down, like fuck it, let's just do it.
Yeah.
We'll do videos together." And we started and it all kind of just went from there. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I remember. And it
Yeah.
was just Mexican ways and it was like I don't know, it was
Yeah,
like
so I think it was a picture page, and then we started doing the videos on Vine, and then it wasn't doing that good. And then when Instagram videos came out, that's when we were able to fucking just and that's
yeah.
it, and hit the popular page back in the days and everything.
Yeah, the hashtags and all that shit.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that shit was
that's
crazy.
how it started, guys, and that's kind of another question that this fool had. Alcantar Leonel Tres.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same thing. We answered his question. How do you guys got all together, and who made the Mexican ways? That's what I
Yeah.
answered for you.
Well, how we got together, we've always been together because we're cousins. So that's that. But
And I guess a little bit more like serious, similar in hand. By Two Loves 85, she said, "What inspired you guys to do what you do, though?" Like,
what
I haven't
inspired?
even thought about that.
Me growing up, I've always wanted to be an actor. And people used to tell me like, "Hey, man, you're just naturally like funny in a weird way. Like you don't try, you just naturally, you
Mhm.
know." And just the way you say things makes me laugh. you
Yeah.
know? And even though like you sound like a serious person, it's just like you know how to say things in a way to make people laugh, you know. And and you should do something. Maybe you should do stand up comedy or something like that. And I'm like thinking like, that sounds pretty cool. And what inspired was that, like me wanting to be an actor, me feeling like, oh look, now I can direct and everything. And I've always been into the movie business. I love movies. I've seen a lot of movies,
Mhm.
and that's kind of what inspired me. And obviously, Chavo del Ocho, big inspiration to me. All his little tiny skits, characters that he had, and another big inspiration too was Freddie Soto, stand-up comedian that passed away. Super funny guy, super relatable to his content, and that's kind of what Mexican Ways was about. That's what inspired me.
Me, I guess I've always been. I remember when we did the horoscope one, and I was reading the Taurus one, and one of the things that it said that really stuck out to me because like even my girl says like, "Damn, that is so you." It's like I've always been a person that like I just get a kick out of you guys getting a kick. So it's like if I'm able to make you guys laugh, or like even if I'm in a party, like that's kind of what it said. It's like Taurus won't mind cooking or barbecuing or doing like shit, so the everybody around is like having a good time. And that's what I'm all about ever since I was in high school. That's why I was like just seeing people laugh and being a class clown. That's where I get my energy from. And it's good vibes everywhere, and I loved it. And then just given the opportunity like to do this to you guys, like that's where I get my inspiration is that's like where I'm getting my energy and my fuel. It's like the comments and then you guys the DM saying like, "Yo, like keep doing." All that shit is it's kind of what inspires me to just keep doing making funny shit. And honestly, guys, to all the dreamers and believers, like doing this, like what I love, it's like it's so true. Like you don't work a day, so just keep going, keep doing it, cause it is possible. Me
Okay,
and Heido have been doing it, so for sure, keep doing it.
yeah, don't give up.
For sure. All right, let me get to a little bit more serious now. You
Okay,
ready? So
yeah.
these are I separate them. Uh, this one here goes. So, all right. So this question right here, Heido, is from a Pablo underscore 472, a bunch of numbers. He's saying, "I'm struggling landing a career, and I'm getting older. What do I do?"
Interesting.
Mhm.
I'm
It depends. I wish you would have
struggling
told us how old is he.
getting a career, and I'm getting older. And what do I do? Yeah, what if he's like 5?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm assuming he looks older. He looks like a 35-year-old, like older. He even has
Okay.
kids in the.
So I've always said this in my life when I run into this type of situation. Make a make a bubble of things you like and what you're good at. And make another bubble
You
of,
mean like on paper?
yeah,
Okay.
or on a whiteboard, whatever. Whatever. Just write it. Write it down. Things you like and things you're good at. Make another bubble, things you hate and things and you're not good at. And then find out between those two how you can make it work. And what I mean by that is like find a job that's kind of relating to that. And if man, I mean,
So for example, like what? Okay, I don't know. Make a bubble.
so if I was to say something today, like I would probably I love to pursue my acting career, like
Okay.
all the way through. You know, go to school, learn more about that, how to be better, how to be, what do they call that? Like props, and I forget all the other stuff they do, but I would like that. I like more classes of acting, learning about like how to when you're scared. I want to learn how to cry doper on the spot too.
But the thing is what if you can? Like I said, this guy looks like he
Well,
has
what
kids.
then if he has like a family and it's something he has to take care of, then that's just the route he chose. But I mean, there's always a will and a way. There's online classes. There's everything, you know.
Mhm.
He wants to follow his career. Then, I
About
mean,
money también.
does he have a wife? I don't even know. I don't know his situations. His wife can't support him on helping him follow his career. You know, if he
Mhm.
wants to follow his career, is he done now because he has 5 kids? Maybe that's the path he chose, and he just has to try and work with it.
Mhm.
I mean,
So can he still follow his dreams? Can he
I
still
think he
find
should
a
follow his
career?
dreams if he really loves it, and if he has sort of a significant other that's in his life, I think she should be able to support it.
Mhm.
And if she can't because they both got to work because of the kids, then the best advice I can give the guy is, bro, do it slowly when you do have that extra time,
Mhm.
if you have it. But if
Yeah.
you have to work from the morning from 6 to 2, and you get home, you have to pick up the kids from
Yeah.
school. Hopefully, the kids. I mean, you're probably gonna have to follow until your kids are ready to do their own life. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sucks to say it, but I mean, if you really want something, you gotta get it. It's hard, man. That's a hard one.
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm saying. These are tough. I think what's important too, though, is I think Heido's right. Like, when there's a way, there is a will. So like,
Yeah.
there is time. Like, I know for a fact, like, even we struggle with time, where it's like we know we can do so much, but obviously we have to be like family men, and we have to have time for ourselves and shit like that. But I think if you really want something, like in the beginning when we really wanted it, like we found it, like we found a way and a will, and we fucking did it,
Yeah.
right? So I think that being said is, and yeah, of course our situations was different. I didn't have any kids. I did have somebody with me, but and I probably sacrificed that, and that's the thing. It's like sacrifices that you want to make, and smart ones, like I'm not saying like don't spend time with your kids or anything, but I think you have to spend time with them. You have to, one of the things I would say to a person that's in that situation is wake up early for sure, and then spend time, get up everyone early, and spend time, do shit together, and then like Heido says, and I think it's all a mindset where basically maybe you do have like a career, and if you really don't like it, then okay, then yeah, find something out. Hopefully you have the backup where, hopefully you have the backup where you can find something that you love doing. That's obviously like you have to have a backup, right? Because sometimes like maybe you can't do it, you can't leave this job, and that's the thing. So then, like Heido said, if you want to find something that you love, then think about what it is that you love and what you can do around it, and look, grind, read shit, like apply for shit and do it. And when you finally do get this opportunity, échale ganas.
Yeah.
And like I said, on the mindset part is you gotta you gotta train your mind to really like it. You gotta be like, look, I think I found something that I like. You can't like, if you don't like it, then you have to find something else. But I think if you have it and you're in there, even in the job that you might have right now, if you just somehow trained your mind to be like, look, this company or this place that I'm working at is paying for my bills. I love it. It's helping me. We have a home. We're healthy. This and that, and it's all a mindset. And you're grateful for it. I think you can end up loving what you're doing, and you want to wake up and you want to go there y echarle ganas. And I think when you start doing that, you transcend this energy where maybe your bosses see it, and there you move up in the lines and the rankings and all that, and then you end up loving it even more because now you're making more money.
Yeah.
So I think it's all a mindset. I think you can find something that you love doing. Like maybe you have a career right now that you think you don't like because you're waking up too early. And I just think if you really decided that you don't fucking like this shit, then if you can and there's help around and you can find another career, do it. Do it while you can now because you're only getting older.
Yeah.
You're only getting older, so do it now. And once you do it, find something. You don't like fucking quit a job and then fucking sit around. No, do it quick because you have to. Especially I'm speaking to the people that have kids. Do it, grind, and love it, and just love it. I think
Yeah.
you can. Like I know, for example, my sister. I don't think she wanted to do what she's doing now, but she did it. And she grinds, and she legit loves her job. I remember we had a serious. I was so happy for her. We had a serious conversation, and she was just like, "Brian, I really love what I'm doing," and I'm like, "That's crazy," because like I've had several jobs, office jobs, and I didn't like it. Like I didn't like what I was doing, so I was very blessed to be brought into this world of like influencers, and I fucking love it. And I'm doing it now, and I, and it's dope, and it's been a blessing. And I just think, like that being said, my sister was brought into something and she fell in love with it. So I think it is possible. Like, I think you just have to set your mind, because people do get sad, especially around these times. And they're like, man, why do I have to go to work when a lot of people are not working? Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
a mindset. It's all a mindset. Just love that you're up, think positive. I drive over here. When I drive to work, like I always see homeless people, and then I see people like complaining, like, oh man, I hate my job this time. I'm just like, dude, it's like it's worse out there.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I always try to tell my girl, because she complains a lot too. I'm like, hey, look, luckily we have a home, luckily we have a healthy kid, luckily we can eat, and we're good, because a lot of people can't.
Yeah. No,
And
yeah.
that's what I mean by changing the mindset that you're in.
Yeah, I think like you said, the main number one rule is do something you love. Don't and make sure you love it. Whether it's working at McDonald's, whatever you're doing, doesn't matter. Make sure you love it. Don't work for something you don't love.
Yeah.
Don't don't work for it. You're just wasting your time, your energy, and everything. Get out of that job and go look for another one. I know times are tough right now, but you know what? You just gotta hold it in for now. Once everything goes back to normal, start looking for what you want to do, and don't like don't just be like, oh, this is the only job I can get. No, you can get any job. Put your mind into it. Put your heart into it, and I guarantee it will happen. Promise you.
So yeah,
Promise.
to the career seekers, that's what we would say to you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure you're seeking right.
Yeah, exactly. Let's tone it down a little bit because that one was a hard one. To Joe Gonzalez 805, it's kind of a similar question to Alexis G Hernandez. They both go like this. How did you guys what is one life-changing thing that you did in your life? You know, similar to this other person that I said, Veronica Mars. What is your biggest accomplishment?
My one big life changing thing that I did in my life was quit my job about 2 years, and yeah, I'll say 2 years ago. And ever since then, I've been living the life of an influencer, and I let go of a supervisor job position
Why would you say that's life-changing? I'm curious.
because it literally changed the way I think about income.
Oh, okay.
And pretty much saying that I was halfway Mexican ways and halfway my job, and I couldn't focus on how to build Mexican ways to a different level. And I would miss a lot of opportunities back in the days. Uh, Opportunities that would be like, hey, like
Well,
we
you kind of have like they would
meetings,
say one foot on
one
each
foot
job,
in,
right?
yeah. Because I was also had to take care of this job. Luckily, a blessing was having the right team and everything. So thank you to everyone that was under me and
And your
everything.
boss too,
And
huh?
my boss too, just understanding everything. So thank you to all that, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have this opportunity where I am today. And I thank them for that, for everything they did, for
Wow.
helping me when I was out of the office, doing meetings for Mexican Ways and everything. And finally, after I made that decision, that was my life changer. I said, like, all right, if I'm gonna leave this job that pays pretty damn well, which is what I say about being comfort.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I loved what I did. I was good in Excel. I'm crazy as database analysis. Sorry, and um, it's just I said I'm gonna leave that. I never went to school for it. I just learned it as I went. I was in that job for since I was 18. I left it at 33, so that's 13 years. Oh, yeah, it's about 13 years. And I said, let's just put in all my power in here and let's see what's up. And yeah, that was my
Yeah.
life changer.
Nice.
One of my big life changers.
I think mine was I think you guys can guess is
I'm already gonna guess.
it's me having Bastion. It's
Exactly,
just
your kid.
it changed everything. It literally changed everything. If I to not make it kind of like uh like oh I knew that's what it was. I think one another big one that kind of changed my life was having that breakup.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that breakup really changed my life. I think it changed my life like crazy, and it changed it for the better.
How long were
Um,
you in that relationship?
10 years.
10
We did
years.
a podcast on it. If you guys are interested about that, I think it's called like our ex, right?
Yeah, talking about our
Talking
exes.
about our exes. That was a life changer for sure. To not make it predictable, like I said, because obviously my son, that's obvious. But yeah, if I had to choose between those two were some of my like pivotal moments in my life because I just felt like it's fuck. I was with someone for such a long time that I felt like I had to change it. That's when I literally started letting my hair grow. Like I was like, I literally just went through a change within me and just said, fuck it. I gotta change as a person.
Yeah,
And that's what I did. Yeah. That
that's
was those
crazy.
for sure.
All right, Brian. What else do you have for us?
I have a few more. Do you want a tough one?
How many more tough ones do we have?
We have two more.
Okay, give me one light one.
All right, one light one. This goes by
You
DV
guys are asking deep
Perea.
questions.
DV Perea, what is the most un-Mexican thing you can do as a Mexican American?
That sounds like fake Mexican versus real Mexican.
Yeah, that's kind
What's the most
of
un-Mexican you can
thing.
do? Is say you don't like tacos and frijoles. There you go.
Honestly, the most un-Mexican thing you can do as a Mexican American. Oh, I have the answer.
What?
Is say you're not Mexican.
Okay.
Say you're American. That is the most un-Mexican thing you can do. If like me, I'm a pocho, right? I'm American. And I just say that and I go like that, living my life. Like when I see people and I'm like, oh no, I'm American.
What if you're a Trump supporter?
What's that have to
Just
do with
kidding.
it? Yeah, I would think that would be the number one thing you can do.
That's funny.
It's deny that your parents are Mexican.
That's funny.
Super un-Mexican.
Yeah.
For sure. Fake Mexican right there. If I
Yeah.
ever seen one.
Fake.
All right. I got a tough one. This one is a tough one. I'm going to leave this person anonymous just because I don't know, if they want to know. But
Okay.
it says, my husband wants to leave me. What do I do?
Okay. She knows this.
I guess
I'm guessing.
she's asking it.
My husband wants to leave me. What I do? Damn, you guys are asking some deep ass questions to us, but I like that shit. Fuck his ass. Let him leave you. Find someone better. Live your life. Maybe he was an asshole to you, or maybe you love him and I don't know. I don't know your situation.
Yeah.
It's to me the question is just very like plain, right?
Yeah.
So to me it's just like, well, fuck, let him leave you.
Yeah, if he
You'll
does-
find someone
I
better
guess
that won't want
ultimately,
to leave you.
I guess ultimately, if you think about it like that, that is the ultimate answer.
Yeah.
No matter the
Unless
situation.
if we're getting too deep, like this is when I'm asked, like, how are you in love with this person still? Like,
What if like, you do have a kid with this guy and nothing happened? Like, it's like no one cheated, nothing happened. It's just he doesn't want to be with you. Like, what the fuck do you do there?
then you leave his ass still, because why would you be with someone that doesn't love you?
But why would that person marry you?
And mistakes happen, bro. That's the best way to say it. It's
It's
mistakes
tough.
happen. At that one point in time,
What if you're a person like me though, like where you don't like to give up?
then that's good. But the problem is he gave up. See, there's a difference between two people.
So you
that
shouldn't fight.
argue.
I've heard this before. So you shouldn't fight for something that someone doesn't want.
Don't try and force someone to love you, bro. That's the worst thing you can do. Then it's just like,
I agree with that.
because look, there's many things, right? Like this person's in love with you, and you're in love with this person, and you're in a fight to figure out how to not fight, but let's say argue, to figure out how to make the relationship work.
Right.
But if the other person is just opting out and doesn't want nothing to do with you no more, why are you gonna force that person to try and love you back? Like, do you really want to be a person like, tell me what I need to do better and everything? Unless like you fucked up
Uh-huh.
and you're
Yeah,
trying to improve.
And I think that goes unsaid.
You
It's
know?
like if someone cheated, if someone did something, like leave his fucking ass.
yeah.
He's not meant for you.
But
Fuck
like,
that.
let's just say like this guy's just over you.
Damn,
Or
that's sad.
let's,
fool.
let's switch it because we're guys. Let's switch it like right now. The girl's just over you.
Well, I went through that.
Yeah.
But I think it's different. Like if there's kids involved and you're
Yeah.
married.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like if they're over you, like they don't want nothing. Pretty much, I don't love you no more.
With kids and
With
marriage.
kids, I don't love you no more.
That's crazy. I don't know if you want to touch on this because I feel like you would have a little bit more experience. If that's okay for me to say, what do you think? Like what the fuck? I just cause me now before you answer, I just wouldn't give up, Heido. Like I would just be like, hey, let's go to fucking therapy. Like I didn't do shit. Like what am I doing that you're falling out of love? Like
But okay, and I get it, and I would totally accept it if this person's like tells you like, hey, I'm starting to lose feelings for you, like that. But if this person straight up tells you, I don't love you anymore, I don't see a spark.
fuck.
I don't think divorce is a bad thing.
It's
That's what
not.
you're thinking. Is that what you're thinking?
That's what
of?
I'm thinking. Yeah, like I don't want to make that mistake. But well, I that's it.
No,
I'm in. So
I get you with like going through counseling and all that stuff. Like I agree with all that, but if all that doesn't work, I
Mhm.
think you gotta do the divorce. Like
Yeah.
I think there's nothing wrong with that.
I think it's possible for like a person just to literally straight up say, I don't feel anything for you anymore. It could happen.
even if you're 40, fool.
Even if you're 40, fool, it could happen, bro. It just hits you. It's like, and I don't
I don't know if I will believe that right away though.
Yeah,
if
me
someone
neither,
tells
that's
me, I'm
what
like,
saying.
hey,
It's
he's
like-
probably just going through
but
some
I mean-
shit right now.
I mean-
He's stressful, like, or she,
like
or whatever.
it's a build up time, right? It's like build up, right? Maybe this person.
Yeah, that's okay. So
maybe
with,
this person has been feeling this since they were
With-
30 years old.
with that being said, though, you guys need to communicate. Then, like, don't hold this.
But this person, this is what I'm telling you. This is when all therapy comes along, right? So this person might be like, why am I thinking this way? Maybe I'm thinking wrong. Let me give it another shot. Let me give it another shot. Let me give it. And then
no,
one
but
day
you
it's
should-
just like,
you need to talk about that. How to like if I'm feeling like that, I am gonna tell my girl like, hey, I don't know what's
So-
happening,
so
but like I
let-
feel some type of way for you right now.
So
like,
let's
what do you
just-
feel, Brian? I just feel like not the same. Like
What do you mean, Brian? Be specific.
Yeah, and then we'll get to it, right? I'll be like, well, like I just feel like I don't love you too much. Like I don't know what's happening. I can't explain to
that
you.
can lead right there to. That's what I'm saying.
So
Like
to
the
me, it
share.
wouldn't. To me, it would be more like, oh shit, okay. Well, I want to be with you forever. I do love you. Maybe I'm doing a bad job in something. That's the type of person I am.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
get
don't
what
know.
I
That's
get
why
what
I'm saying by communication, like,
I guess, yeah, I guess what you're saying is that, but damn, that just sounds harsh just to start that conversation, you know?
but I think it's a legit feeling. Like I think we get caught up so in life with
But,
kids and everything.
so if this person is like, well, what am I doing wrong for you to stop loving me? I've been the same.
And I would say right away, I'd be like, you're not doing anything wrong. This is my feelings. I don't know what the fuck's happening, but I don't
So
want
are
to
you-
feel this because
then the question
I
start
want to
going,
be with you.
Are you talking to other girls and you're gonna say no, or this and all that?
yeah.
So then it's just like, well, what's happening? And that's what I'm saying. You lose a spark. Sometimes you lose a spark. It just hits you, bro. You just lose the fucking spark, and it's happened to people where it's like, fuck, I think I wasted my time.
And I think you guys are right. So it's good that like I love hearing what you guys said because I think it's true. I think I have this negative connotation on divorce where I'm just like, nah, it's
Yeah,
not an option.
I don't believe in it either. But what are you gonna do when someone just straight up tells you like, I don't love you anymore?
Yeah, well, how's it gonna be for the kid? Let's say if you guys don't love each other, whatever, and like
Yeah.
you guys are sleeping in separate rooms, how that looks too.
Yeah.
Like it's just because you guys are together and you guys are now doing your own shit. Like it still looks bad on like if the kid sees that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get it. In our power, we're gonna always, as us, the way we are. Obviously, if we love someone, we're gonna do in our power to like try and like, hey, like I'll do, you know, I'll work it. Let's communicate better. Let's figure it out. But the whole point is, if it comes to that point where it's like, I just like if the words come out of this person's mouth and says, I don't love you anymore. What do you do?
Yeah.
Do you wait? No, you can't do that. Like we have a kid. Like you can't. What are you gonna
Damn.
do?
Yeah. So I mean, I guess to answer this question, my husband wants to leave me. What do I do? Is I guess if you exhausted all your like
If you did a
your
good job, you think you did a good job, and you did the best you can do, and this person's telling you, I'm just don't see you the same anymore, leave his ass. That's it. Just
Try
let it.
couples therapy first.
Maybe,
Try all
yeah.
that.
That's what I'm
And
saying,
If
yeah.
that doesn't work,
Yeah,
then,
see.
this is assuming because we don't know the situation.
Role
This is
play or
assuming you guys
something.
are
Fuck
good.
it, one more time.
It is assuming that everything's good between you guys because obviously if you cheated or whatever, she cheated, then yeah, then you fucked up and maybe that's why he wants to leave you and it is what it is. You own up to your mistakes. But if everything was okay and it's just like Heidel says, one of these situations where you fall out of love, and you exhausted everything, you even did family therapy, then that's it.
Yeah.
It just wasn't meant to be. I guess it's the best thing. And then why? I guess
then
I
what do
do
you-
agree with you. Why
then-
prolong it?
But now, do you tell the kid the truth? Like, do you tell
That's
the
the
kid?
part that it's fucked up.
Would
And
you
that's
say to the kid, like, "Hey, mom and dad, how come you guys are breaking up?" Are you gonna say to the kid, "Oh, it's just like you knowing that your wife doesn't love you anymore"? Are you gonna tell the kid, "Oh, no, it's just me and your mom. You know, we just have problems and we just going our separate ways"? Are you gonna say like it's a we problem, or are you gonna
yeah.
say
Oh,
it's
you
a
have to.
her problem?
No, you have to. I would say we, bro. Even if she was like, even if she like cheated on me, like I would still say we.
I wouldn't for cheating. I wouldn't.
I'm
Would
not gonna.
absolutely.
There's no way. I
Nah,
can't do
dog,
that
I
to the
think you should
kid.
say we. Yeah.
Yeah, I
no
can't
matter
do
I
that
what.
mean,
to the
my
kid.
kid.
I don't want him to have
how old's the
like
kid.
he's the crucial years. He's 13, 14.
He's 13, 14.
Yeah.
I'll be like, look, your mom.
What you're about to say can fuck him up for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
bro.
it could.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say like, I'm not gonna lie. First of all, then you're lying, and then he might come to you. Why did you lie to me?
I would say I didn't lie to you. I
Yeah,
just
you
didn't tell
did.
you. No, I didn't.
I wanted the truth at that age. How come you?
I
tell
did
me-
tell you the truth.
my
The
mom-
truth was that me and your mom had indifferences,
No,
and we made
it
mistakes.
wasn't indifferences, Dad. My mom cheated on
And
you.
that's okay. She made a mistake. Everybody makes mistakes.
okay. You
mijo.
should have told me that. You made a mistake for lying to me.
No, I didn't. I didn't lie to you.
You said indifferences. Dad.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
No.
You.
How's that not a lie?
It's not a lie.
I'm not telling. That's like I tell my girl.
Yeah.
That's not a lie. I'm just not telling you something.
Okay.
A lie is saying like, oh, your mom never
Okay,
cheated on
If
me.
I tell you, Dad, tell me the truth. Why did you
Did
guys
mom
break
cheat
up
on
at
me?
the age of 13? No. Tell me the truth. Why did you guys?
Because
break
we
up?
made
The real
mistakes.
reason.
Because we made mistakes.
You made a mistake, Dad. What was your
yes,
mistake?
You did. Probably wasn't there enough for your mom.
Exactly. It could be led up to that cheating.
No,
too,
but what if you
before.
were there?
Hey, fool, Heido, I'm not gonna they can fuck up the kid. I don't want him to have some shit towards her. I don't want that. I really wouldn't want that.
I mean, what if he doesn't have shit?
What
towards
if-
her?
what-
What
what
if
if-
you explain to him like, hey, look, in life, this is what's gonna happen. Your mom. If you explain to him in a right way, look, I don't want to lie to you because you're telling me not to lie to you. Look, I love your mom and I still love her because you're gonna say that, okay?
Mhm.
I still love her as a person who she is, but it just happens to be that she felt differently about me, and she just found feelings for some other guy. And I'm sorry to say it, but I can't be around. That's I think
So
if
mom
you
cheated on you. Is what
explain
you're
it,
saying?
yeah, I'm gonna say it, but I'm saying she had feelings for someone. I'm not gonna say it
Oh,
straight
my
up the
mom's a
word cheated.
bitch. What the hell? Why would she do that?
Why would he say that right away? Be like,
Fool, he's 13. He's 14.
I'm gonna make him understand that people have different feelings as they get older, and it could happen. And
See,
that's it.
I
And
get
then,
it.
and then
I
I'm
get
gonna
it.
tell him, don't be this way.
No,
Don't
I
cheat
think
on your
I think you're
girlfriends.
gonna know. I think it's too early to tell him like even such a thing like that. I think you gotta wait.
I mean,
And
fool, at the age of 10, people are already coming out of the closet, fool, and you think they're confused?
no, but I'm just saying
I'm
at
telling you,
13, no,
that's the
that's too
same thing
early,
we have
dog.
that conversation too. Is it too early for someone to be confused at the age of
It's
10?
not too early. It's just I just wouldn't do it that way.
Dog.
Look at what's his name? The guy from Dwayne, right? Dwayne? No, not Dwayne. Is it Dwayne? The guy from Miami Heat.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade.
Okay, his daughter or his son that
His
wants.
son's turning into a girl. Yes.
Okay, is that too early?
Huh?
I don't know.
People
I
got
don't know
mad.
the
They're saying
story.
like that's too early.
How
So
old was he?
basically, his daughter wants to turn to a boy, right?
No, it's the opposite.
Sorry, his son wants to turn into a girl,
Okay.
and he's barely like what 13, right? Like
I don't
14.
know his age young.
Yeah,
He's
he's a
young.
teenager.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would think he has to do it when he's 18. I don't even think they'll do it for him.
I'm gonna drop the Dave Chappelle line, fool.
Now Dwayne Wade's
How old
going
is
with
13 really?
Well, I get it because he's backing it up,
Yeah, back it
and
up.
I would back up my kid too if that's really wants to do. I want him to have the easiest life he can. If he really wants to do this, and I've already told him like just wait, especially if I'm a role model, like I'm a fucking like Dwayne Wade, right? I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, but I gotta think about myself. Like, is this gonna fuck up my career? Is this gonna but family first. So I'll be like, oh, Dad, legit. Can you wait till you're 18 and then you can do this? He'd be like, no, Dad, I want to do this now. Okay, well, I have your back then. If you want to do this, then I'll
So that's what I'm saying.
I'll
How
sign anything I have to sign.
how old is 13 really? Some kids are already mature at the age of 13, some are
Oh
not.
yeah, I mean,
And that's what I'm saying. So it comes down to the kid. If the kid is talking to you in a way, well, hey, Dad, you know what? I'm not a little tiny boy anymore. I'm a teenager now.
yeah, but I know what I'm about to say.
And
It's gonna.
no,
Yeah, it
your,
is. Yes, it
that's your
is.
opinion. The kid can be, oh, Dad, thank you for
It is, and it's your opinion
Yeah,
too.
correct. So that's what I'm saying. So you're gonna take your chances that way, and
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
would.
teach my kid that hey, this is life. This could happen,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, I
I
don't think
just-
it's gonna.
I feel you're pointing fingers. It's the only thing I was
No,
saying.
I'm not pointing fingers. I'm saying the truth. That's
I
it.
think you are pointing fingers.
You
though.
are pointing
No,
fingers.
I'm not. Okay, so let me tell you this. If I say this way, if I say it the way you want to, and then let's say my significant other is whatever a weirdo and wants to say this, oh, hey, you know what? The reason me and your dad broke up is because I cheated on him, and she says that without me saying it.
Dad, I think if anybody should say it, it's her.
Okay,
if
and that can
anybody-
still devastate him. That's what I'm saying. So it doesn't matter. But you're saying it's okay if she says it. It should
Yeah,
be both
because at
ways.
the
then.
end of the
You have to
day-
think that you both can't say it. If she says it, it
It
could
just
devastate him.
I think as he gets older, and I think that's why it's an opinion. And to me,
So eventually, you're gonna point the finger at her.
no, I'm not. I think what matters is when he gets older, he will know and will say, "Wow, my dad, even though my mom cheated on him, he never told me. He's a good guy. Like that's my dad.
Yeah.
That's the kind of image
Unless
I
your
want to
son-
leave."
Unless your son thinks the opposite way, it goes like, "My dad's a liar." That's it. That's
That's not a lie, though.
But
That's not a
if
lie.
he feels it, what are you
If
gonna
he
do?
feels, I'll tell him. No, I'll tell him. That's not a lie.
I wish you would have
That's
told me
not a
from
lie.
the beginning, Dad.
Like just to prove that, I always tell my girl, like, if I went out and then she tells me like, "Oh, did you go out?" Like this and that, and let's say I was fucking I drank, right? And she never asked me if I drank. I didn't lie. I just told her we didn't talk about that.
So if your son asks you, "Did mom cheat on you, Dad?"
Then that's when I tell him, yes, I'm not gonna lie to him. But if he never
At
asks
the
me,
age of 13.
yes, because I'm not gonna lie to him, like you say, I'm not gonna lie to him. If he asks me, "Hey, Dad,"
Oh, so
I've-
you're looking for the question. So you're going around the lie. That's
yeah,
the best
that's
way
all
to
I'm
say it.
doing.
Okay,
yeah.
you're going around the lie.
If he
Okay.
doesn't ask me, then I'll just say that we had indifferences and this and that.
All right.
So-
Well, that was a stressful question. That's why we had a long conversation about it.
So,
Give me
yeah.
a nice one. Give me a nice one.
A nice one. Let's give you a nice one. Is it hard being an influencer?
Depends how you see it.
That's by it's by Jay Garcia.
Okay, is it hard being an influencer? Depends on how you see it. It could be fun, and it can be overwhelming at times. Hands down, really awesome job. It's
Yeah.
fun. You meet a lot of people. You network.
Oh yeah.
It's a benefit. So if you're looking to be an influencer and you really are about it and are about that life, and you find someone that also accepts what you do, because it's hard too, right? When you start like going around meeting people, meeting people, meeting people. Make sure that if you're a girl or guy and you're gonna do this in your career, that you also have someone that accepts what you do and understands what you do. So that's important too. But it is not hard. It's fun. It's a job. You gotta learn how to make people happy, how to impact them, how to make them smile. Whatever you do, it can be anything. You can be a you can be entrepreneur in makeup. You can be anything. You can be an influencer in anything. It's just how you want to influence people. Are you a person that wants to teach people about life? Are you a person that wants to teach people about uh, math? Whatever it can be. Even teachers are influencers. I'm
Yeah,
putting
I
it down
think you're
right
right.
there. Teachers are influencers. So if you want to be an influencer too, and you want to teach kids, you can influence these kids how to be better in life and everything.
Yeah, I think he's right. I think you nailed it. It could be overwhelming at sometimes. There's like we just get waves of like just busyness, and then on top of that we have to record, we have to do a podcast, we have to do a a bunch of stuff, but can't complain. Like I was saying earlier with the career question, is like this is what we love to do, and we just have to keep going. This is what we live for,
Yeah.
and we love doing it. It's a tough, it's tough. A lot of people, kind of give you shit for it. Like, I'm on my phone maybe 70% of the day, maybe a
Yep.
little less, maybe a little more. And I think one of my homeboys, Seba, says like, if anybody tells you like, hey, you're always on your fucking phone, like, what the fuck, like, enjoy time. And it's like, this is what I do.
Yeah.
This is my job.
It's
So
crazy,
do
guys,
you?
because it's true. Like, we can be at dinner. I can be at dinner, and something happens. And Brian, hey, idea or something. We just,
Yeah.
it's our life. It's what it is.
Responding back to people, we see shit like, so it's an everyday thing,
Yeah.
for sure, for
100,
sure.
100.
And it's,
And
there's days where we're down, like I'm having a bad day, I'm stressed out, I'm not having a good day, fucking feel like crying and shit, but here we are and we have to do content,
yeah, we have to grind.
and then so it's tough. It's tough being an influencer, but you know uh
Is it worth it though?
yeah, oh hell yeah,
100%.
100%, 100%. Let's go to
Let's go to the last final tough question.
all right, let's go to a last
I feel
final.
like those are
Let me
stressful
see.
as fuck.
Oh, damn. Yeah, they are. Oh, here goes. This is not that stressful, but I think it's a good one to talk about. Should I pay my girlfriend's bills? I'll leave him anonymous too.
Should I pay my girlfriend's bills? I mean,
Mm.
first of all, let's talk about
How serious is
how
it?
serious are you with this girl? How long you been with her? That matters too.
That does matter.
If you've been with her 2 months, don't pay the bills yet.
What if it's a lunch, like to eat at lunch?
That's fine. I see. This is one.
That is a
This
bill.
question. This question. This question. It could be a little like bills, like her car bill.
I'm
her
assuming he went that route,
phone
yeah, because
bill.
this is I took it that way.
Look, if she needs help and you love her, help her. If you have the money for it, obviously too,
Mhm.
right? And you love her, help her. But I would say make sure like she's the one for you.
Mhm.
Don't just start paying everything for her if you don't even know if she is the one.
Yeah, you got to make sure that if before you do that, and you do know, I feel like you got to make sure that she's down for you. Like, don't just be kind of, unless you want to pimp her and you got money, and then you're paying her shit, and you're being a sugar daddy because you got money, then that's a whole nother pedo. But if you really love this girl and you want to help her and she's struggling, she's going to school, she wants, I think that's something I'm going through. But I know that my girl is down for me. Do you get what I'm saying? So, and I know that this is the long term thing. I think if you have that, then I don't really see the problem with it.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There shouldn't be a problem if you can have the dough and you have the money, do it. And if obviously the main thing here is like what Brian says, make sure she's down for you too. Like
Yeah.
get that feeling.
Make sure like you could tell if a girl's
Yeah.
using you.
Oh,
You
100.
could. You could like I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna call the girls out. Like if you're paying for her bills and then she's like, okay, I'm gonna go out with my girlfriends to a club, this and that. Like that's signs. Pay attention to that and be careful. Like, cause it's just not okay. I'm not saying like, oh, don't let her go out. I'm not saying that by any means, but I feel like she should
like
respect
bitch,
you.
Why are you going to clubs? I'm fucking paying your bills and shit.
Exactly. That's the big picture. It's not that I don't trust her or anything. It's just like, yo, no, you're not really helping me. Cause if a girl, if I'm dating, even in the beginning stages, and a girl does that, to me, it's like she's really not taking me serious.
Yeah.
Because she still wants to go out with her friends and she still like wants to have fun. So
but
I
what if,
wouldn't pay her a bill.
but what if she's like, I don't spend money when I go to clubs. I go in for free and I get free drinks.
I get it, but that's not the big picture. The big picture is
Also, what if you come to the club with me?
then cool. Yeah, that's okay. Of course. Yeah.
So then you're okay to keep paying my
Yeah,
bill.
but if she's telling me like if that's what I'm saying, the sign would be if a girl's saying like straight up like, oh no, it's just a girl
It's
thing.
just a girl thing.
Then fool, that's weird, dog. And I would say watch out, straight up,
Yeah,
because
because then she's probably doing the same thing to other guys. At
and
the
then not
club.
that she's doing something bad, but it's just like it's not a good sign of like working together. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
get you.
if I'm paying your bills, spend time with me. You know, it's like do something for like why don't you do a cute little dinner where you like cook for me and we fucking watch a movie together at home.
But if she does do that and she wants to go to the club one night,
That's that. Okay, that's what I'm saying. And you
okay,
guys
so
like
make sure.
you did it dope. Like you guys agreed to that. Then that's cool. She's taking care of you, like I said. But if she's just like every day, like oh, I'm gonna go out with my homegirls, like oh, and you're basically just paying this girl's bills, and you see her maybe 3 times out of the week,
So
like
if you're paying her bills too, should she be putting you down?
oh, she should be like yeah. Fool. I wanted to feel like I'm paying for sex and shit. Just kidding.
So, all right. So if you're paying for her bills,
Yeah, I'm
she
being a
should be
sugar
putting
daddy.
you
Yeah.
down too.
She should
though.
be putting you down. Yeah, fool. Come on.
And what if she's like a virgin?
Then that's the line. That's where
Okay,
you're
that's
like.
where the line. Okay,
That's where you got to know if you're down to pay for her
If you're down
bills.
pay for her bills.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think I agree. I think she should be putting you down because you're putting in work. So there should be some kind of satisfaction on your side.
We'll end it with this one because it's funny. This was asked by a different person too. So this person asked, "Should I pay my girlfriend's bills?" And then someone else asked, "I co-signed on a car for my girlfriend that got repossessed. What do I do now?"
Got repossessed.
Yeah,
So the girl stopped paying the bill.
exactly, something like that. So that guy would say, "Don't pay for your girl's bill
Don't.
because now I'm fucked. She stopped paying it."
They messed up her
Nah, if
credit.
it's something big like that, nah, I wouldn't do it.
Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I would say straight up, probably don't do it. I would say unless like the way I would say it is, unless you've been married with this chick, do it. At least like that, it's like for a fact she's your wife, and like it's hard to say because it's all like this paper shit. It's all paper, right? It's all paper written shit, right?
Mhm.
But like, if things don't work out between you, you're fucked. That's the best.
Well,
way
this
to say
guy's
it.
car got repossessed, and your credit goes bad, right?
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like he fucked up his credit, and that's what I'm saying. You really, really gotta just know if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it the right way. And if you want to do it for a girlfriend, I say do it, sign for it yourself, and let her borrow the car.
I think
And if she
know-
if she leaves you and she doesn't want to pay the car no more, you take it and you take the responsibility for it for doing that choice.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And like that. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you're doing something for this person. But like I said, like that other question that happens, like my person doesn't love me no more.
Mhm.
That could happen. It could happen.
Yeah.
And yes, it could happen even when you're married too. You're right.
I just think people need to make and I'm sorry
A
if I'm
commitment?
attacking this person. I just think they need to make a better choice in who you do this for. Because I can say this, Heido, and I know it might sound like cocky or whatever,
Yeah.
but my past girlfriends, I know they wouldn't do that to me. Like I know, let's say I did it. You know, all of
So
my
they'll
past
keep paying
relationships.
for it.
No, they wouldn't do that. But they would just be like, we would agree to it. Like they wouldn't just stop fucking paying for it and I don't know shit.
That's what I'm saying. Would they keep paying for it? That's
No,
what
they would say, be like, hey, look, we're broken up. I kind of don't want your car anymore because it reminds me
So
of
you
us.
take the
So do you want it?
responsibility.
Yeah. And I'll be like, cool. Because I think that's what I would say beforehand. Like, hey, I'm co-signing for you. This no whatever fucking happens between us, you fucking don't do me bad. You know what I'm saying? And I can safely say with my past exes, I don't think any of them would have done me dirty. And one of them actually went through that. We paid off like school loans that she had. My parents helped me out with that, all that, and everything was clean. Paid it off through my parents. Everything were good.
Yeah.
I can say safely about like all my past exes, even my current girl right now. Like
Yeah.
I know if something were to happen, like it would be
So
okay.
you take the chance, and it's fine.
It is a
It's
chance,
fine.
but I know safely that I'm not gonna get like
Yeah.
they're not gonna fucking. I'm gonna get a mail. And,
Basically, the best way to put it, no matter how you put it.
like who know who you're helping?
You're gonna say this. You're gonna say this. No matter how you put it, you're doing it the way you feel about it because you feel like you're doing the right choice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because you know who you're dating. Okay, and I'm gonna say just safe like this. Like that's good. Until the day it happens to you, then you'll probably think twice about it.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
probably.
saying.
Yes, I agree with that.
And that's it. So until that day happens to you, you'll think twice because you were young, I was young when we've done our dumb things, young and dumb. And when it happens to you, it's when you'll say, "Oh, you know what? I should just be careful."
Well, yeah, that would
That's
be
it.
my advice for like this
Yeah.
person. All right, Kosan, what do I do now? So what do you do now is fucking get the car.
Get the car, take responsibility
Take
for it.
responsibility. See if you can you be like, yo, can you explain that? And then they like reverse it, your credit and shit.
No, they don't go fuck.
Fuck.
They don't. Trust me, they don't. They're just gonna be like, "Oh, so girlfriend and boyfriend problem. Okay, you want me to sign for it?" That's it. That's all it's gonna be.
Then yeah, then just fucking.
A lot of credit cards don't do that no more now. So just so you know, because of that reason, that happens a lot, bro.
So this fool can't do shit much.
Just
y'all.
like a bank thing, just exactly like a bank thing.
They don't give a shit. Yeah,
If-
which makes sense. They
Yeah,
shouldn't.
Yeah, like a bank thing. Like you both open up a bank together, and let's just say tomorrow your girl says, "I'm done with you." Goes to the bank, takes out all your cash, closes the account. You're fucked.
Yeah. See, I know that wouldn't happen.
Exactly. You're saying that. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So you're always gonna say it would never happen until the day it happens.
Right.
And that's how just you're gonna live it.
Yeah, so my advice for people like that is just like I just said, is just know who you're dating. Like really ask questions. I ask questions every day, like, oh, like how was your past relationship? Like was it what is that toxic? Was it that like because fuck I know a person's intuition. Like when I meet him, it's like I kind of like, oh fuck no, I'm not gonna like I would know like if I was dating a girl, obviously it wouldn't be a serious girlfriend if I could tell already that oh no, this fucking girl just she wants shit and then she'll do me dirty. Do you get what I'm saying? Like
No, I get you.
I can tell, and I think you people can tell too. You know, don't get
Man,
blinded by like the looks and
That's
the
the
love.
problem, Brian. Like everyone's just different.
Well, I'm just giving advice.
Yeah,
I get it. Like it can
It's
be
hard.
tell. Yeah.
It's hard. It's just a matter of hey.
Just really ask
Yeah.
the questions that you think are tough ones. Like I think in order to have a successful relationship, you need to ask the tough questions and really get to
Yeah.
know a person and
Be straight up.
be straight up.
Yeah, be
Exactly,
straight up.
exactly.
Tell them how you feel. If you're dating, if you're old and you're dating a new girl, tell them how you feel. At the end of the day, you just gotta let them know, like, hey, you know what? In any relationship, if you're older, younger, doesn't matter where you're at. Be like, hey, you know what? This is what I want to do in my life. I want to do this. I want to do this, and I want to do this. And your dad is a perfect example of that from your mom. Like he told her straight up from the beginning. He said it. I want to have kids. You don't want to get married, and your mom didn't want to get married. I remember that's another cute story we can
Mhm.
talk about later when your dad's here. But and we can talk about that. You know, how do you know you found the right one?
Yeah.
Or actually, I think we already done that. But we can talk about our parents.
Yeah,
perhaps.
yeah.
But the main thing is, yeah, tell them how you feel straight up from the beginning. If you have plans like me, like at this age, if I was, let's say, to go single again and find a new girl, I'm gonna say like, hey, eventually, hey, I don't want to waste your time. Like if you're looking not to get serious, if you're looking
Yeah.
like I tap out now. You know?
Get to really know them. Like
Exactly.
also I think what's really important, Heido, if you're gonna be serious with someone, know their backside, like know their family. Like cause that shit does carry over, bro. It does. Like
So
it,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying, and that's a
It's
different
just- yeah.
conversation. We can get into that because you might be a person that's a big believer in all that. Like if the parents are divorced, is that a bad thing for already?
it's a
looking at the-
sign.
If the parents are together, is that a good thing? We'll never know, right?
Yeah.
So let's just
For
we'll talk
me, it
about
is,
that
yeah.
another time. But for sure, tell them how you feel. And having that said, guys, as always, thank you for those questions because those were crazy ones. Honestly,
Yeah.
damn, I
So-
don't even know where they come from. I thought it was gonna be like more fun questions. That was damn serious. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. And I
taking
hope
our,
I hope we help.
our advice.
Yeah, I know. I hope we helped. I hope it helped. If you guys have more questions like that, and like I said, we can leave it anonymous or whatever. We're more than willing to, answer these questions to help you guys, kind of life coach or whatever you want to call it. More than happy to do that.
Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel. Ring that notification bell. That way you guys know when we're posting up every podcast episode. And as always, guys, make sure to leave any feedback or comments on this video down below. And hey, don't forget our merch, guys.
Yeah.
We want to sell this to you guys. Like, let's just sell it. And we'll give you the discount. Tell
There you
them.
go. Yeah, there's the discounts codes right here. You guys will see it. Go to our website, MexicanGueys.net, guys. It's all there. It's all for you guys. Let us know. With the purchase of anything, remember, you get a free mask. Okay.
Here.
You can purchase a wristband. You'll get a free mask.
Yes, exactly. Can you throw me one of those masks, Fabian, real quick? Look, check it out, guys. We're throwing this out for you podcasters that listen to us. Fabian just, he showed it, but here it is. Free face mask. I don't know if we have one here so you can actually put it on. We probably don't, but
There
a
you
free
go.
face mask, whatever you purchase, it can even be our Puro Pinche Party wristbands, and you'll get this free face mask, all right? That way it protects you guys, all right? All right, guys. We We appreciate the love and support that you give us all the time. Until next time, we are out.
Ahí nos vemos. Take it easy, guys.